Cherry Jello. The box says cherry. It shows a picture of cherries, yet there is no fruit of any kind listed in the ingredients. The main ingredient is gelatin, which is another name for collagen, which is another name for boiled bone and skin goo. The FDA allows this obvious mislabeling. Why? I'm not exactly sure, but I imagine it's likely because it's easier to market bone and skin goo if it's represented as a fruit product. Peanut butter? It contains no butter. Again, I imagine that the FDA allows this blatantly false depiction of this product because calling it peanut butter is more palatable to consumers than calling it peanut paste. I bring up these examples of product mislabeling because the FDA is being pressured by dairy lobbyists to disallow plant-based milk substitute producers from using the term milk on their products. Merriam-Webster defines milk as a fluid secreted by the mammary. Merriam-Webster defines milk as a fluid secreted by the mammary. Merriam-Webster defines milk as a fluid secreted by the mammary glands of females for the nourishment of their young. Sexy. They go on to add a food product produced from seeds or fruit that resembles and is used like cow's milk, and they list coconut milk and soy milk as examples. The FDA describes milk as the lacteal secretion obtained by the complete milking of one or more healthy cows. That's even sexier. Right off the bat, I see problems with this definition, as goat's milk and sheep's milk would not fall under the FDA's definition, nor would camel's milk, which is now available here in the U.S., not to mention that people consume milk and other dairy products from yaks, donkeys, water buffalo, reindeer, and horses. And scientists are now working on developing a product from cockroach milk for human consumption. Ugh. I think whoever gets stuck with that branding and marketing job will have an uphill battle, but who knows? McDonald's has been successful at marketing pig anuses by adding a bunch of salt and a crappy barbecue-type sauce and calling it a McRib, so anything's possible. I imagine that our future post-apocalyptic dystopia will have throngs of people begging for cockroach milk to wash down their inverted McDonald's pork rectums, just like the starving mobs on Soylent Green rioted to get their rations of human corpse wafers from the government. In 1938, Congress passed the Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act, which directs the FDA to establish definitions and safety standards for food, drugs, and cosmetics. FDA press officer Deborah Kotz said that food names inform consumers about what they're buying, and standards of identities ensure that food meets certain standards in terms of what's in it. So, what exactly is meant by standards of identity? Officially, a standard of identity is an effort by the FDA to promote honesty and fair dealing for the benefit of consumers. The FDA can ensure standards of identity by regulation when establishing a common or usual name, a reasonable definition, and a reasonable standard of quality, as well as reasonable standards of fill of the container for any food. In regards to milk substitutes, the FDA has stated almonds don't lactate. Or, as my friend Chef Julio Riccio of 777 Ranch in Hondo, Texas puts it, you can't milk an almond. To me, the issue seems much ado about nothing. I can't imagine that consumers who are paying a premium for plant-based milk products think they are buying a product containing cow's milk. The reason people buy these products is because they want to avoid using cow's milk for health or ethical reasons, or both. Ultimately, any new guidelines imposed by the FDA could be circumvented by plant-based milk producers by using terms like milk substitute or milk alternative. Both could be used as a workaround to most any ruling the FDA might impose. It won't matter if the FDA changes the labeling requirements for plant-based milks, because consumers have incorporated that term and will use it like they use Q-tips for cotton swabs, Vaseline for petroleum jelly, or Jell-O for bone and skin goo. So while the dairy industry throws what I'm guessing is millions of dollars through their lobbyists to force this change, and the FDA spends their limited resource trying to appease the milk police, in the end, the only thing I see happening is the label for Almond Breeze almond milk might change to I can't believe it's not milk. This has been Farland McSpanky for Eats Empire.